This was earlier today. Karen, Nelly Korda, her second at the second hole. She began tied for 20th place, needing to get into the top 8.
Well, a whole location in the middle of the green, but
she would roll that in for birdie. She would make a birdie at 7 and another at 8. And then at 9.
3 in a row. Pretty solid.
And another great test as we watch world number 1 Nelly Korda pour in a bogey putt at 14.
Take on. Lovely looking hole, the 15th. This is Nelly Korda on the tee, and Kay Cockrell is out watching Nelly's group.
Tom, she has a 3-wood, trying to flight it low. This fairway slopes right to left, and everything kicks down to the left towards the babbling brook that runs up the left side of this hole.
Yeah, it's going to come close to the penalty area, but not.
Back hole location. Nelly with a wedge, but boy, she pulled that one. Did the edge of the rough influence that shot, Karen?
Yeah, it can do, because it was tucked right up against it, wasn't it? So what happens is that you've got the thicker bit of rough.
This is a healthy 50-footer. Uphill, on the slow side, breaking left to right. Trying to cozy it up there. Got out here to play today. We're in for a rude awakening as to just how difficult and demanding these conditions are. And as hard as it was yesterday afternoon, this is even harder because it's 20 degrees colder and the wind is just as strong. Nelly was able to get close to this par 5 and 2. But now it's back into that cold wind, and she has lost that right. There's trees that line this whole right side. Heavy rough.
Just cleared the bunker and it's just run through the fairway.
Again, 228 to the front, back into a dead wind. Went after it pretty hard, but pushed it.
Yesterday, unbelievable. 3rd for Nelly.
Well, that ball was sitting down, but an uphill lie, and she really played that. She's
huge.
A tough cookie.
That is so big for Nelly.
Well, when you think about the weather that she's won in these past couple of weeks.
Top Tracer technology presented by Progressive Insurance.
That was a pitching wedge, just a small one. I'm sure she was in between gap wedge and pitching wedge, and that was actually executed pretty well. But this is what we see, Tom, when that hole's on the right. It doesn't take much for it to drag down to the lower portion of the green. Should move from right to left as it nears the hole. Oh, she didn't get enough hit on that. What it's going to take, and he looks at every leaderboard and he wants to know exactly what she needs to do.
Well, she started that one on the left edge, Kay, and it just never moved.
Yeah, and it just shows how valuable that birdie on the last hole was. That was really nicely controlled, low trajectory down the left side. And going with the lob wedge downwind, just trying to get it on the front of the green. Didn't carry it by much.
My goodness. She'll have that for birdie. Now Nelly, 4th at 18.
Chipping against the grain, uphill into the wind.
He has been keeping track, or at least caddy Jason McDeed has, of where she is. Is this for par?
Yes, and I think he's they're both full of relief after getting it done, really getting it done on the front 9 that allowed this to happen.